this?" I said. "This is Samantha," said the voice on the phone. "Samantha who?" There was a pause, then a click, and then it was too late. After that, Brian and I were touring a lot, doing all the stupid things people do, living that kind of a life. Whenever we came back to New York, our manager would drop off a box of band mail that had been sent to the label. To sort through it, Brian and I would spend hours holed up in his apartment, drinking Jack and Coke. People sent all kinds of stuff. Poetry, drawings, love letters, hate letters. One night, I opened a big yellow envelope with my name on it, and inside was a picture of me sitting cross-legged on the hood of a car. I had no memory of anyone taking that photo or of sitting on that car to begin with, which wasn't unusual in those days, but it felt like I'd been spied on. Brian was pissed when I tore the photo in half. He said it was a great shot, but what mattered to me was the invasion of privacy. After Brian grabbed the envelope, he read the note that came with it, then started shaking his head. "Nice job, shithead. You just tore up a photograph by Lillian Preston." When he showed me her name, I wanted to kick my own ass. For the next 20-odd years of making music, my Lillian Preston story stayed filed away with everything else I wished I'd done differently. Until I got a call from a curator at the Museum of Modern Art. They were planning a Lillian Preston show. Would I take a look at the photographs, maybe write something for the catalog? I figured this would be my chance to thank her. The math in my head told me Lillian Preston was in her 50s, so when I got there, I was looking for a middle-aged person. Waiting for me in the curator's office instead was a woman about my age. I was pretty sure I'd seen her somewhere, but that's a feeling I get all the time. Then she said, "Are you Frances Pell?" "Don't hang up," yelled the voice inside my head. "I know who you are." For the rest of that day, we looked at her mother's photographs. I thought they'd all be naked people, but they weren't, at least not in the usual way. Lillian Preston was mostly a street photographer. She lived her life, blending into backgrounds and snapping whoever passed by. For all that, these people aren't strangers. Sometimes it's a look in the eyes or the way someone is standing, but what's unfamiliar lifts away. The people in Lillian Preston's pictures seem like people I know. Sometimes, looking at a stranger, it feels like I'm looking at myself. I'll be honest, I didn't always like what I saw. It's hard being jolted like that, time after time, truth after truth in black and white. But it's also beautiful. These photos, whatever else they may be, are also beautiful. Some of them are from before anyone heard of Lillian Preston or the Samantha series, but most are from the years that came after Lillian and her daughter had been threatened, followed, and forced to change their address and phone number. After Lillian had been called brilliant, poetic, brave, visionary, exploitative, criminal, neglectful, selfish, and a bad mother. By 1973, when the Supreme Court finally got around to changing the definition of what was obscene, not to mention rewriting abortion law, Lillian Preston had pretty much stopped showing her pictures to anyone. Luckily, that wasn't the same thing as not making pictures at all. If you're reading this, you already know all that. You've seen the photographs at the show, or you've looked through the images in the front half of this catalog, and you've seen all that hard beauty for yourself. So let me tell you something you don't know. Aside from the 7,000 rolls of film and hundreds of prints Lillian left behind when she died, separate from the binders of technical notes, were 3 boxes. Box 1 held Lillian's 24 journals from the summer she split Cleveland at age 17 to the day cancer killed her at 40. Box 2 contained the prints she'd made for this exhibition, plus a letter asking her daughter to bring them to MoMA in case they might do for her dead what they'd never done for her alive. Box 3 had the prints and negatives from the Samantha series and a letter giving her daughter a choice: destroy them or include them with the prints in Box 2. Believe it or not, the woman Samantha Jane Preston turned into was going to let some curatorial shirt write about the photographs in this exhibition. "Are you crazy?" I told her. "The only one who can do that is you. You're the one who lived with Lillian, who fought with her, who knew her friends, who went through the whole Samantha thing and came out the other end.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.